Hello and welcome to iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience to prepare 50% faster. I'm Dr. Sini Shivu, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the RBI Grade B DSIM opportunity, which is now open to data science, AI, and ML aspirants as well. So looking at the opportunity of RBI Grade B DSIM, earlier aspirants were recruited from statistics and mathematics background. So a master's degree with a minimum of 55% marks in mathematics or statistics was a requirement for applying for RBI Grade B DSIM examination. The eligibility criteria changed in 2025. So now if you have a master's degree with a minimum of 55% marks in data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or big data analytics, you become eligible. Alternatively, you could also hold a 4-year bachelor's degree in informatics, data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or big data analytics. The scheme of selection comprises of online and written examinations in phase 1 and phase 2, followed by the interview. If you look at the pay scale, at present, initial monthly gross emoluments without HRA are 1,54,936 approximately. So this is a very good opportunity for all the students with a background of data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or big data analytics. So now let us look into the syllabus of this examination. So for paper 1 and paper 2, these are the different modules that are there for the examination. What you would observe is that you have already studied optimization, statistical computing, data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning techniques, databases, and data warehouse management topics in your graduation or post-graduation level. If you are preparing for this examination, then in data science, you must have a proper understanding of the core concepts of data pre-processing, EDA, feature engineering, and data visualization. You must also have a good understanding of the statistical foundations, where you must know about the probability distributions, hypothesis testing, correlation and covariance, and regression, whether it be linear or multiple. In data interpretation part, you should be able to do time series analysis, and you must also know the forecasting basics. The index numbers and its utility is going to be important in this particular part. In the artificial intelligence and machine learning part, you must have a good understanding about the machine learning types. That includes the supervised learning algorithms of linear regression, logistic regression, decision trees, random forests. And in unsupervised learning, you must know the k-means clustering algorithm, the hierarchical clustering, and PCA, which is the dimensionality reduction. You must also have an understanding of reinforcement learning. In the machine learning algorithms, you have to understand the regression models, the classification models, how clustering happens, the naive Bayes algorithm, and KNN. When we talk about model evaluation, you must have an understanding of the confusion matrix, the accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, overfitting versus underfitting, and cross-validation. The key concepts that you need to know in this part is about bias variance trade-off, feature selection, and regularization, along with gradient descent. The AI basics that you need to focus on is the difference between AI, ML, and deep learning. You must have an understanding of the neural networks, NLP basics, as well as ethics in AI. In the module 9 that deals with database management systems as well as data warehousing, you must have an understanding about the core topics of database management, including ER model, relational model, keys such as primary foreign candidate keys, the normalization of 1NF, 2NF, 3NF and BCNF and the functional dependency of the various relations. In SQL, you should be able to write queries using select, where you should be able to join tables. You must have an understanding of how to use group by and having, and also how to do subqueries and indexing. In the transactions part, you must know about the ACID properties, concurrency control, and how to handle deadlocks. In the data warehouse part, you must have an understanding about the difference between data warehouse and a database. Similarly, you must know what is the difference between OLTP and OLAP. A good understanding of the extract, transform, and load process is also essential in this part. If we talk about the architecture, you must have an understanding about the star schema, snowflake schema, as well as the use of fact and dimension tables. You must have an understanding of the OLAP operations such as roll-up, drill down, and slice and dice. Having knowledge of big data basics will be an added advantage in this paper. If you look at the topic-wise comparative analysis of topics, you would find that ML, AI, DBMS, and data warehouse topics were having low weightage in the previous years, but the current trend indicates a shift in the weightage, and now we are expecting that ML, AI, DBMS, and data warehouse will have high to moderate weightage in the coming examinations. iExamB is coming up with a live workshop for all you aspirants who wish to target RBI DSIM 2027. In this live workshop, Ms. Pragya Sharma will help you understand the RBI DSIM examination. The discussion will go about where to start and what to study. Also, insights from previous year paper are going to be held in this workshop. So don't forget to register for this workshop, which is on July 12th at 7 p.m. So in this video, we have covered why this opportunity of RBI DSIM Grade B is going to be a good opportunity for all the aspirants of data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or big data analytics. I hope you will make a correct decision and also join the workshop. Have a nice learning experience with iExamB. Thank you for watching.